It is now official. Foul play was involved in the death of Elva York, the elderly woman found dead in her home last week in Borio. Forensic pathologist Dr. Valery Alexandrov performed an autopsy on the body of the 85-year-old York on June 23, 2019. Dr. Alexandrov concluded that her death was as a result of asphyxia due to manual strangulation. Police said they are continuing their investigation into the matter. York was found dead in her home on June 17th. At about 6:30 p.m., a neighbor of the deceased contacted the police after attempts to contact the elderly woman failed. Upon arriving to the scene, police observed the elderly woman lying motionless on her kitchen floor. The district medical officer arrived on scene, examined the body, and pronounced her dead. Skn Newsline will continue to monitor this story and provide an update when available. Meanwhile, a warrant in the first instance exists for the arrest of Gerard Stapleton of Connery Village for the offense of battery committed on May 5, 2019. Anyone who sees him or knows of his whereabouts is asked to contact the Basseterre Police Station at 465-2241 or the nearest police station. I am Namayambam Ganala for Skn Newsline. Did Prime Minister Harris ask his counterpart in Antigua and Barbuda, Gaston Brown, to prevent one of his ministers from speaking at a Labour Party function on the weekend? That is what the opposition St. Kitts and Nevis Labour Party is alleging and what the government is denying. A press release from the Labour Party's press secretary on the weekend said that Dr. Harris told Antigua and Barbuda's Prime Minister if one of his ministers, who was invited to speak at an opposition event in St. Kitts on Saturday, does so, it will be a declaration of war and we would not be able to guarantee his safety. Antigua and Barbuda's Minister of Education, Science and Technology, Michael S. Brown, was invited to speak on Saturday's introduction of Leon Nathanielson, the St. Kitts and Nevis Labour Party candidate, who will challenge Prime Minister Harris for the St. Christopher No. 7 seat in the next general elections. The Labour Party release issued a quote from Minister Michael Brown, quote, "The Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis called my Prime Minister and he expressed abhorrence that I am coming to St. Kitts to speak at this function. The charge was that my presence here, me coming here to speak, is a declaration of war," end quote. But a statement on Monday from the office of the Prime Minister denied these claims. The statement described the opposition statement as unfortunate and malicious. The statement said the minister arrived in St. Kitts and Nevis on a private political mission and was warmly welcomed by a protocol officer from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and another officer who drove him to the Marriott Resort. The minister was further assisted with his departure in a similar manner by the government of St. Kitts and Nevis. At no point before or after his arrival were any threats made or was anyone's security at risk, the statement added. The Office of the Prime Minister noted that both Antigua and Barbuda enjoy excellent relations and Prime Minister Harris converses regularly with Prime Minister Brown on a range of issues of mutual interest to both countries, and this will continue. I am Namayambam Ganala for Skn Newsline. Minister in charge of SCASPA, Ian Liburd, is dismissing suggestions that his planned meeting with SCASPA workers on Thursday was illegal. Press releases from Press Secretary of the Opposition St. Kitts and Nevis Labour Party suggested that Minister Liburd called for a meeting with SCASPA workers for Thursday afternoon without the knowledge of the chairman of the Board of Directors, Don Boncamper, or its CEO, Denzel James, who is on leave. The releases suggest that the minister plans to force James out of the position without his knowledge and had called for a meeting with the staff for Thursday afternoon. A notice on the state-owned ZIZ radio said all of SCASPA's operations, except those at the Robert L. Bradshaw International Airport, will be closed to the public on Thursday afternoon. According to the release, sources said James is on vacation and had no knowledge of the meeting, and he was only informed by junior officers. On Thursday, Minister Liburd was asked about this by journalists on the sidelines of Caribbean Investment Summit at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort in an invited comment on these reports.
I can say with the greatest respect, borders on absurdity, right? This say, or you heard this say, and so on, right? If the head of an important institution like SCASPA is going to use your words, right? Then there are processes, or there's a process. I don't know if he has resigned. How might you react to the proposition they just made? But I can say emphatically, I am unaware of that.
Minister Liburd reiterated that the meeting is nothing new, as he meets with other workers in departments that fall under his portfolio.
I am due to have a meeting. I did not have that meeting. As the minister with responsibility for SCASPA, I have a constitutional mandate to generally supervise and control every department under my purview. So one way of ensuring that the operations are being run in an efficient and effective manner is to have dialogue with staff, the entire staff. I've had meetings with my departments in the ministry. The only one that's outstanding right now is the post office, the public works, and there's the water department, very important institution in the country. My next meeting will be with SCASPA. I've had meetings before. It's not the first time I've had a staff meeting with SCASPA. I believe that this one is long overdue. Right? We can just have dialogue, let the entire staff know what is the thinking of government in terms of the directions we are going.
All operations, excluding the Robert Llewellyn Bradshaw International Airport Terminal, will cease all business or operations at 2 p.m. to accommodate staff attendance, the circular to staff said. According to the report, the meeting began at 2:30 p.m. in the Seaport parking lot at Bird Rock, and all employees were expected to be present at this meeting as special guests. Minister with responsible for SCASPA, Honorable Ian Patches Liburd, will be readily available to update staff on SCASPA's happenings and other important matters, a notice circulated to staff said. I am Namayam Bumganella for Skn Newsline.
Nestor Alfred, the incoming chairman of the Citizenship by Investment Programs Association, CIPA, is calling for foreign banks operating in the Citizenship by Investment CBI jurisdictions in the Caribbean to be more willing to accept inflows from the programs. Mr. Alfred, speaking at the 2019 Caribbean Investment Summit on Thursday at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort, said the issue is an internal threat to the viability of Caribbean CBI programs.
Foreign banks with branches in this region have clearly removed themselves in having any relationship with CIP applicants and undertaking CIP business. This is unfortunate, as they benefit directly when economies of these islands are sustained and grow, and most probably from CIP. I do remember my days as a banker with a foreign bank, and we would religiously meet, whether it's every Monday or Friday, and speak about the variables and indicators of the economic growth of the respective islands in the region. And I have great difficulties in now being out of the banking sector, wondering what those bankers are now speaking about when they see the great contributions of CIP to the economic developments of this region.
Mr. Alfred also spoke at length about the external threats to CBI programs, namely the criticisms and skepticisms of the program from groupings such as the OECD and the European Union.
The region moved towards implementing appropriate structural changes in the economies to achieve higher real growth, and therefore many of the Caribbean economies shifted away from agriculture, or more so banana production and exportation, towards tourism and other services, including the offshore services sector. The offshore services captured the attention of the IMF, and they lauded the islands for pushing such an initiative towards sustaining and growing their economies. But this too caught the attention of the OECD and the EU, who immediately saw a perceived threat to their own economies and spread threats and acted on blacklisting and labeling the region as tax havens and conduits for money laundering and even terrorist financing. But it does not stop there. Our tax structures, which were implemented over many years to speak to the realities of our own economies, are now being asked to be dismantled due to the EU's position of what they have termed as unfair tax regimes and ring fencing.
Meanwhile, Mr. Alfred said there is need for Caribbean CBI jurisdictions to work together in the administration of the program, including the application process and due diligence.
We must bring normalcy to those programs. We must see the need to move hastily to sharing of information, and more so to the declines decisions. We must trust each other and see this for the betterment of the region and not just our individual island states. We must look towards bringing consolidation of our application forms, consolidation in regards to our due diligence process, and we must be prepared to hold each other accountable. We need to bring about standards and an ethic framework for the conduct of our service providers, and specifically the overseas agents and promoters who sometimes portray us in language which does not portray our sovereignty and dignity as a region.
This is the 4th edition of the Caribbean Investment Summit and the 2nd time it has been held in St. Kitts and Nevis. The summit closed on Friday. I'm Andre Huey for Skn Newsline.
At Nagico, the things that matter to you matter to us. Like knowing you're covered when your house gets flooded, getting your settlements quickly and fairly when a fire hits your home, and making sure your business can keep going even after an accident happens on site. At Nagico, we're about much more than just insurance. We're about the big things and the small things that mean everything.
How does it feel when you got that feeling? You got the flavor you love. How does it feel when you know you're not dreaming? There is nothing above. So good when you're feeling nice. So good it tastes just right. So good the place to be. So good it's KFC.
How you feel when things come together? How you feel when everything nice? How you feel when you're up on your ends with your friends? Everybody holding a vibe now. How you feel when things come together? How you feel when everything nice? How you feel when you savor the flavor, the feeling you get when you taste everybody?
So good when you get that meal. So good is the way you feel. So good at a time of day. So good is what you say. So good when you dance all night. So good it tastes just right. So good the place to be. So good it's KFC.
In today's world, so many ordinary businesses pass themselves off as something special. But what's really special is what you're looking for. Don't settle for anything less. Inspiring women to be their own kind of beautiful, offering a comfortable place to shop for quality products and excellent service. We have everything you need. Looking for fashion? We have top quality jewelry. For makeup? We have them. Black Opal, Revlon, perfume, and much more. Lucky Cosmetics Hair and Beauty Supply Store. We carry an extensive collection of hair and beauty products to look your best. We are located at the Circus Taxi Stand, Bastille, St. Kitts. Call us at 869-466-7541.
Meridian Medical Pharmacy is the best place to get your pharmaceutical products. We make filling prescriptions easy. Our well-stocked pharmacies are ready to serve you. Check us for medical supplies, skin products, supplements, and so much more. Ask about flu vaccines. At Meridian Medical Pharmacy, we are focused on offering a professional, personalized pharmacy experience. Our service is personal, compassionate, and friendly. Located at our state-of-the-art medical facilities at the corner of South Independence Square Street and Adlam Street, downtown Bastille, St. Kitts. And now we have a new branch on Frigate Bay Road in the Sugars Complex. Call 465-5096 and 465-3306 or email pharmacy@meridianmedcons.com. Visit Meridian Medical Pharmacy today and experience professional customer care and fast prescription fill-in service. Meridian Medical Pharmacy.
And welcome back to another Business Insider, and this is series number 2 at QDL, and we are very excited to be here again. And you know, I always have my co-host here with me, Miss Hanley, and today we're going to be talking about
the phlebotomy.
Phlebotomy. Now, I have no idea what that is, Miss Hanley, so could you please enlighten me and those of the viewers of what phlebotomy is, first of all?
Well, phlebotomy is basically the collection of specimens. The word actually means cutting of the vein. The literal meaning is phlebo, vein, and tome is to cut. Phlebotomy, the cutting of the vein. In the old days, there were 2 types of surgeons, the barber surgeons and the short coat surgeons and long surgeons, and they would put a bleeding bowl underneath your vein and just slice the vein and let the blood drop. We have come a long way from that.
Indeed, yes.
And we now have very sophisticated techniques or more advanced techniques to do a good blood draw into specific tubes that test specific substances that give results on specific interests.
It's a lot of specific. But it's good. So you're saying that basically it's drawing blood, but for looking for different things, so to speak.
Yes, it's more than blood. It's everything.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
But the most common specimen collection is drawing blood.
So tell us what is involved with the procedure, one, and then also what else can one expect from phlebotomy itself?
Well, a number of persons do actually inquire about phlebotomy. We do run some courses, CASMET, the Caribbean Association of Medical Technologists, and phlebotomy begins the process really. Patient preparation, there's patient preparation, and there's phlebotomy, specimen collection. So for instance, if your doctor says that you need to fast, that is part of the patient preparation. You must come to the lab without having eaten or without having had anything to drink. Then we proceed to checking out the requisition form, checking out what the requests are, preparing the various tubes that match these requests, and proceed to take the blood.
Okay. Now, when one is required to have a phlebotomy test done, or some type, you say it's more than drawing blood. What is what would one be looking for? What would the physician be looking for in some instances?
Well, the physician may be requesting, as I said, fasting blood sugar.
Okay.
Physician could be requesting a whole set of enzymes or hormones. For example, a physician may request an FBC, which can tell you whether you have an infection,
Okay.
whether you have a low blood count,
Okay.
whether you have a leukemia or lymphoma,
Okay.
or, as we said, the diabetes, blood glucoses. Those will let you know what your diabetic or not diabetic status is. We also do things like liver enzymes, heart enzymes, kidney function tests, and a whole range of other tests like hepatitis, thyroid function, the men PSAs, prostatic specific antigen. For the ladies, there are a range of hormones that we test. Yeah, to make sure that the systems are working well. There is quite a range of things. Yeah.
Well, Miss Annie, like always, it's always a pleasure to be here with you. What more can we learn at this point as it relates to phlebotomy?
It's just that you have to be prepared to come in to have the test done in terms of having fasted or not, having not taken in too many of certain types of foods depending on what type of test you're having.
Gotcha. And those requirements come from the physician, or you provide that consultation?
We actually
as well?
do have a little leaflets that we can hand out to patients.
And this one of them? One of those leaflets?
It's a brochure.
Brochure. Okay.
To let people know that we are here.
Okay, got you. So, there are some educational material that you will share. Well, we are always grateful, and like me, every time I come and I talk to you, I learn something new. I have no medical background, so don't expect me to provide any great support. But you're the brains behind this. We are excited again. This is another edition of QDL, and we are excited to be here on Business Insider. Miss Hanley, thank you again for your time. It's always a pleasure, and we look forward to seeing you again.
Want to promote your business or event to a vast, growing audience? Then advertise with Skn Newsline and get a comprehensive package for our advertising services. When you advertise with us, we promote your business or event on multiple platforms, both online and offline, including our sister radio station, Voice of the Caribbean Radio, our Facebook pages, and affiliate networks and offline marketing. That's effective, creative, and unprecedented. Simply put, we offer what our competitors don't at a really affordable price. So visit our office on Central Market Street, Basse-Terre, and speak to one of our knowledgeable and friendly sales representatives, or call 765-7254, 668-9013, or 665-7496. Get your message out on Skn Newsline and our affiliate network of marketing tools. Marketing done creatively.
For all your printing needs at top-notch quality, go to Digital Print Plus, located on Princess Street, Basse-Terre, St. Kitts. At Digital Print Plus, you get the best in business cards, letterheads, envelopes, wristbands, tent cards, rack cards, flyers, brochures, logo designs, posters, photos, architectural designs, 3D renderings, and so much more. Digital Print Plus gives you the best quality at competitive prices. Contact us at 767-7468 or email digitalprintskn@gmail.com or follow us on Facebook at digitalprintskn. Digital Print Plus for all your printing needs at the best quality.
Why read the news when you can watch it? Introducing Skn Newsline, the Federation's only online TV news platform. SKN Newsline is an online TV news platform covering news in St. Kitts and Nevis. We provide a daily and accurate news on the big stories and stories of interest that other media outlets have ignored. You can watch SKN Newsline on our website, www.sknnewsline.com, or Facebook page at www.fb.com/SKN Newsline, and also subscribe to our SKN Newsline YouTube channel. SKN Newsline, your world, your news.
Get up mornings with Carl D. Springett on Voice of the Caribbean Radio, Monday to Fridays, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Be energized from the spoken word, daily blessings, black facts, health tips, divine connections, kingdom happenings, weather, SRN news, and more, with star-studded interviews and testimonies and practical principles to help listeners do what the mantra proclaims. Get Up Mornings with Carl D. Springett from Faith Walkins, Love Talkins, and Joy Livings. Get up and be energized with Carl D. Springett, Monday to Fridays, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Voice of the Caribbean Radio at voiceofthecaribbean.net. Get up mornings with Carl D. Springett.
Online radio has never been this great. It's Voice of the Caribbean Radio at voiceofthecaribbean.net. Tune in for Caribbean music and programs, news, sports, entertainment, vibrant discussions, and much more. Tune into programs like Get Up Mornings with Carl D. Springett, live on weekday mornings. Let's Talk St. Kitts and Nevis with Andre Huey. The Caribbean News Hour and The Quiet Storm with Magic Man. Tune into great music to inspire you each day, only on Voice of the Caribbean Radio at www.voiceofthecaribbean.net or on our Android mobile app in the Google Play Store. Just search Voice of the Caribbean. We're also on TuneIn Radio. Voice of the Caribbean Radio, reaching the Caribbean and beyond. Check our website for program listings.
Now you can have Skn Newsline on the go. Introducing Skn Newsline Android mobile app. Search Skn Newsline in the Google Play Store. Download the app free and stay up to date with TV news in St. Kitts and Nevis in the palm of your hands. With this app, you can watch your news reports, watch our live news feed on Skn Newsline TV, engage with us and other app users in the chat room, look at our special features, send us news tips, and call us directly. It's news on the go. The Skn Newsline Android mobile app. Download it free today. You're watching SKN Newsline TV live on sknnewsline.com.